God's hidden hand is in that situation that you're going through. And I want to assure you that God is faithful. He will not leave you. And if you like this kind of content, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And also remember to join this conversation in the comment section. Give the video a like, leave your comment, your question, and also share your testimony to encourage another person. Personally speaking, I was born and raised in a village. Yeah, our family was just an ordinary family. It was an ordinary family, and being the firstborn in my family, mm, yeah, I watched my parents grow from poverty to where they are now. I watched them grow in the Lord. Yeah, despite that I was a child, and I joined to grow together with them to where I am today. Yeah, but the beginnings, everyone has a story to write. Everyone has a story to share. Everyone has a story to tell. Everyone has a story. Yeah, our education was not something that was easy. Like you just walk to the bank and get money and go and pay tuition. Our feeding was not something very easy that you just go to the market and get food. Yeah, there are days that we slept hungry, and we're not alone. Yeah, we're not alone. There are days where there was no food. And there are so many families who are living and they are like that. There are days when you wake up and you don't have food to eat. But life has to continue. You just go with whatever you can get and you eat. There are days when you wake up, you're supposed to sit for your final exam for students here, and there is no money. You've called home, you've tried all possible ways, there is no money. Yeah, and you ask God, God, why me? If you really love me, why don't you send somebody to pay my tuition? Why don't you? But somehow I know you sat that exam. Something happened and you sat that exam. It may not have been that they paid your tuition and cleared it immediately, but something happened and you were allowed to sit for exam. That is the hidden hand of God. There are people who finish school and they actually pick their transcripts or whatever after they go back now and look for money and then pick their academic documents. That is the hand of God. Yeah. There are people who used to eat one meal a day. Yeah, and I'm one of them. There was a season in our family. There was a season in our family where we went through a very, very tough financial crisis. Yeah, by my family, I mean where I was born and raised. We went through a very tough financial crisis. That time, my mother was going through a very tough time. Yeah, my mother was actually in prison. She was jailed. Yeah, so our home never remained the same. Yeah, I remember there was a time we would cry, we would all be in tears. And being the firstborn, it tortured me because for me, I had the understanding of everything. At least my little siblings, for them, they were kind of young. They did not actually break down the whole meaning of what happened. My mother was in jail. She was taken even, she was in jail, you know, and life was so hard. And I remember spending time, God. I would even ask God, God, show me a sign. Let me know that you heard my prayer. Let me know that my mother will be back. At least tell me. And I felt like I should hear God speaking. I wished like I should just hear this loud voice of God speaking and telling me, my daughter, yeah, mommy will be back on this day at this time. It was very hard. It was very hard for us. It was so hard, And somehow within me, because this Christian in me, yeah, I trust God. I know Him. I know He is on my side. I felt so strong. I was like, they asked me, can we take you to go and see mommy? I was like, it's okay. It's okay. I'm strong. It's fine. All I need to see my mother and see whether she's fine, whether she's okay, everything is fine. So I decide to go to where she was imprisoned. So I go there. In prison, people wear prison uniform. And when I reached there, they called my mom. When my mom came out in the prison uniform, I did not manage to talk to my mother. I did not manage to talk to her. I started crying. I started being, God. This was the hardest time in my life. I've gone through difficult times. Yeah, I've gone through troubled times, but this was a time of test for me. Yeah. Oh my God. I could not believe my eyes seeing my mother in a prison uniform. I broke down. I was in tears. I just shook mommy's hand, but I didn't manage to talk to my mother. All the strength that I had, all this courage that I went with, God is on my side. I'm strong. It all just went. So I learned something. When someone is going through pain, it is real. It is real. And I know as you watch this video, you're going through a certain pain in your life. It could be in your marriage. Maybe you're going through a breakup, a divorce. It could be you've lost your parents. They've passed on. And you're struggling to come into acceptance with that. These people are gone, they are no more. It could be maybe you're just going through the situation. I don't know what it is, but you understand the pain that you're going through. Yeah. I've gone through hard times in my marriage, living alone, that one. I've gone through troubled times in real life. And there are times when I felt like, God, I think you're too far from me. You're too far from me. But one thing that I want to tell you, every time I've come out of each of these situations, I've come out stronger. I've come out stronger. There is a part of me that has been strengthened. There is a part of me that has been strengthened. I don't know how best I can explain it out, but I've become more and more resilient. I've become more and more resilient. And I've realized that in this life, we have to learn to surrender. Surrendering to God does not matter whether you are seeing Him change things in that moment or not. Just surrendering to Him and say that, God, I let this go. Take over. Take over. I do not hold onto it. Take over and pray a prayer of gratitude and worship God and thank Him that even when you're going through that, you're still alive. There is hope. There is hope. As long as life is still with you, there is hope. Give it time. That situation will go. You will become a better person. You will experience joy once again. You will experience peace once again.